How do you feel about people saying that, like, you've joined a cult because of Bitcoin?
I think a lot of them are just projecting their own personal shit that they're dealing with, their own belief system that they're dealing with, because they have no context. Like the whole cult thing, what Rolling Stones wrote about, it was actually completely taken out of context. I posted these Instagram stories because I was doing this 1 week long meditation retreat that was hosted by Joe Dispenza. I was in a room at the Marriott Hotel, so it's not a weird cult thing. This is like at the Marriott Hotel, you know, like we're in the auditorium, 2,000 people, all walks of life. What I experienced was there is a person, this person was in a wheelchair. They had arthritis, so they weren't paralyzed, but they had arthritis all over their legs, and it was unbearably painful to stand. His 4th day in, he was finally able to stand and walk. I'm Christian. I was praying to God. I was praying to Jesus. I was like, Jesus, please, like, if you can show me someone who came into this retreat who was in a wheelchair and now they're walking, I will share this story. Because I didn't say anything. Like, I keep this shit really, you know, it's personal, like spiritual stuff. Like, I'm not gonna be like, yo, like, I'm Christian. This is personal. Like, everyone's spiritual journey is so personal. As long as it brings you peace, that's great, right? So then, like, the moment when I was done with that prayer, I sat back down, and there's this guy that looked like Santa Claus. They're like, hey, can this gentleman sit next to you? He wants to move. After, like, Joe did his presentation, I looked over at my friend, and she had tears streaming down her face. She's like, Michelle, you need to listen to his story. He was in a wheelchair. He's able to walk now, and he wanted to meet new people. So they literally, right when I said that prayer, literally he sat down next to me.
Wow.
That night, his pain was completely gone. He was able to dance and walk. And so, of course, you know, like, it's like 2 a.m. I'm excited. I'm in a euphoric high. I go on Instagram, like, oh shit, I need to post this, right? I promised, you know, I made my promise to God. So boom, boom, boom. When you're in these altered states of consciousness, your ego, like, you're not so attached to your ego, you're one with everyone. I didn't care about my followers. I totally forgot, like, oh, I'm Michelle Phan. I have like millions of people who follow me. I just I made my stories. I was so excited. I made my stories as if I was writing it to my friends. So it really felt like I was sharing this to my close friends, right? And I posted it, went to sleep. The next day, my phone blew up. My publicist, my manager, literally everyone thought I went crazy. Everyone thought, did you join a cult? And I'm just like, yo, I really, honestly, low key, I felt like I red pilled hard and I left the Matrix. That's what it felt like to me.